Hey, what's up, everyone? In this video, we are continuing on with our series of modernizing the MyListing demos with a focus currently on the car demo. Before we go into our updates for that, just a quick bit of housekeeping. The deals page on MyListing Club. So if we go to mylisting.club and we go to partner deals, you'll notice that the deals are no longer listed on the MyListing Club website. There's a link right here, Get Deals, that's going to take you over to the Influence WP deals page. That is where all of our deals are originating from. So that's who I'm contacting the partners through this website, this project, getting our partnerships from there. So rather than post them on here and then also post them in the club and then all this extra work, we're just going to have it all in this one location. If you are a club member, you can just buy a club membership, or I give you a club membership if you're a client. And a number of ways I give you access to get a club membership. Those deals are all still available just as they were before. You just access it over here. If you have any trouble whatsoever, just reach out to me and we'll get you sorted out. But everything is over here now, and it's growing quite rapidly. If you just want to come over to Influence WP and support the project and go grab a deal, just go over to the website and go under consumers and join today. It's just $6 per year right now. I mean, you get one deal and you've more than made your money back for the entire year. And there's just tons of stuff. Currently, there's, I think, 160 deals, and I'm adding more and more every day. Okay, so I wanted to point that out. Also, today is the last day for the sale of the new add-on, which is the enhanced ad listing flow add-on. So definitely go check that out. Tonight at midnight, that deal will be gone. Okay, let's continue on with our series, and let's get you up to speed on where we're at. Contact page. Let's go to more and contact. I added a border around this form, and you'll see where the inspiration for this came from here in a bit. That Elementor template is also updated, and that update is uploaded to the club website. You can get that template. All right, let's look at the 404 page. We could have done a plugin. We don't have Elementor Pro, so we either have to do a plugin, and that would be a free plugin based on what we're doing here, trying to do everything with free tools, or we do CSS. So I just opted for CSS. So this is what we have now. This is what it looks like if you do the demo. Okay, you get this totally unprofessional look. You know, if you've watched any of my videos, I do not like this smiley face, frowny face. So that is the look. Now I used, so I removed that ugly icon, just general design fixes, and I use Loco Translate to assign a class to the words at error 404. That's what allows me to style up this text and then this text right here. So we go in the back end, we go into WP code box, and we're styling the 404 page, right? So I went ahead and dropped this under global, the global CSS package, and then let's do a search for 404, and here's our code for that. Alrighty, listing compare. Let's go to the Explorer page. Let's compare a couple listings. Compare. I added this black bar here at the top, as promised in another video. Moving over to our submit form. What I did here was, oops, wrong one there. So submit form, created image guidelines and tips page. So let's go over to our pages, and I created this page right here. And this is just kind of give general outlines of all of the types of images we could have within our listings, and offers advice, covers the image size upload size, maximum upload size that we have in place, a little bit of instructions, a link to the support page, and so on and so forth. So where that comes into play is, let's say you come down here and you need to get help for adding an image for whatever reasons. Maybe they're having trouble with the format or the image size, getting it down below whatever size you limit your images to. They're going to go ahead and click on this link here, and that's going to open in a new tab this. So it's going to give them a bit of guidance, and you obviously can take this further and customize it however you need to. But it gives them the dimensions, that the recommended dimensions for clarity, the the guidance on what the maximum upload file size is, how to compress their images, things of that nature. So you're not just like hoping they figure everything else on their own. You give them a nice link to help them. Okay. Next is enhance the links, which you just saw there. I promised that in another video. I made these links pop out so they stand out more. What else? Enhanced content sharing modal. Okay, this is a brand new add-on also that just got released. So if we go under the blog and we go into a post and we click share post, this is where that add-on comes into play. Now, a nice addition to this add-on is that you can now click anywhere on the page and it will go away. Previously, you had to click within the modal. They had to know to click within the modal for that to go away. And so it works from posts and it works from listings. So go to a listing and we click share. There you go. All right. So go check out that new add-on from the club. It's just $5. If you have a service or whatever, a membership that gives you a discount on top of it, it's practically free. So go check that out. Okay, what else on the submit or on the modal? So it works for blog posts, it works for listings. So what this does, this add-on replaces the CSS packages we used to have before. So now it's easier to implement. And I showed you the custom code for how you can click anywhere on the screen. Okay, we're good to go there. Okay, listing types. How am I going to show this off? Let's go. We're actually in the single listing right here. So I added a bonus gallery, which is right here. So that wasn't part of the original demo. So if we go over here into Explore, go to one of these listings, they didn't have that ability, that field in there. So I just wanted to make you aware that I added that bonus gallery field. That's a nice way to upsell your packages. They have to, with package visibility, they have to pay more to get this gallery. This gallery, I think, is set to allow 12 images max, but you can configure that to whatever you want it to be. Tabs. So I added the related listings tab. That was not, and the field wasn't part of the demo, the original demo. They just have a profile and a contact tab, and the contact tab is literally just a form, so it's not a whole lot going on there. So now they have the related listings tab in there, fully functional, ready to go. Counter design. So you'll see here, this is a custom design on the counters. They don't have it on the demo, so I can't even show you. But yeah, this is custom right here. Also in the tabs is this underline is custom. It's a little thicker, and it's a custom color that's outside of the accent color. So you can change it to whatever you want, but it just stands out a bit more. Quick action tooltips. So you can see this is a custom design here for the quick actions. If you want to use tooltips instead, all you got to do is come over to WP Codebox, and I created an optional snippet for the tooltips right here. Just go in here, toggle this on, refresh the page, boom, you now have tooltips. Okay, so just go for whatever look you want to go for. Easy peasy. All right, what else? Tooltips, easy removal, report listing design. So if we click report here, this is all custom designed. If we were to do that on the demo, you got to actually sign in to get it to work. Just trust me that it looks a lot better than in the demos. Okay, moving on. What else? Blocks, bonus gallery, I showed you that. Specifically for the sale listing type, I have a book test drive CTA. All right, so now if you click on that, it's going to drop you right into the test drive tab. This is an embed from cal.com. You can use any booking software that you want that allows embeds. This is absolutely free software. I also recommend looking at NitoCal as a great option. Well, whatever you want to use there to embed this, that's all. You just got to use whatever works for you, but they're both free tools. So the idea is they come in here, they want to take it for a test drive. They can book available slots to go and do that. if that works for them. What else? Book CTA, book tab. I showed you that. For the rent listing type, let's go check that out. Switch over to rent. Let's go into the rent listing type. And here we have an offers CTA. The offer CTA opens up the offers tab. Okay. So that is custom. Offer. Okay. So then in here we have the general repeaters field is what's populating these. So my thought here was we could create deals. So 2-day rental, 4-day rental, 6 weekly here. And there's also a fix that MyListing still hasn't fixed for whatever reason. Trying to get this, in this case, the dollar symbol, added to the beginning of the price. Without the fix that I've added, you have to manually add the currency symbol to every single general repeater item in the back end. So you'd have to come in here to the listing. Actually, let's find for rent, go here. And then you go into the general repeater block or field. You would have, see where I just have the number 480. You would have to manually go in here and hard code the $sign into each of those to make it show up. So I fixed that with a little bit of code. And that's all in WP code box. All code is in WP code box. Let's move over to the listing previews. But before we do that, let's just quickly look at the single listing type and see what else I missed. Custom tick right here. This is a custom color. I've done videos that show how that's done. We've got custom icon collars here. This was the one exception I made. I didn't for the accent color. I just did black because, as I explained in another video, if you go look at any luxury car websites, a lot of them, they're just black and white and gray. I wanted the verified listing badge, the tick box to pop there, but I also thought it looked good to have a little collar in here for things to pop. Okay. All of it's really easy to change. If you don't want the black and white, I've shown it in numerous videos with the starter sites. It takes like a few minutes to switch everything over. It's super fast. Okay, I think that covers. Does that cover everything in here? No, it doesn't. I would almost miss some important details. I actually cover this later here. So let's look at the listing previews and then we'll come back here. So let's go to the Explore page. Sorry, it's hard to keep track. There's just so many things changing. It's hard to keep track of it all. Listing previews, new promoted badge collar. Okay, so that's, again, there's certain things I wanted to pop. This used to be black, and so for promoted, it used to be black, and for featured, it was this white. So now I went with this gold color. So that's new. Promoted listing, okay. WP code box conditions update, single listings post type. Okay. Single listings post type, later listings tab. Okay, so I mentioned something about WP code box conditions update for single listings post type. I'm not sure what was it in here? Was it in the listing previews? Sorry, I'm having a little bit of a brain fart. Then for the listing, okay, I know. So I had to update the conditions builder so that the preview cards were also designed if the current post was a job listing. So if you go into a listing, so we not only need the design to work on like the home page or wherever our feeds are on the Explorer page here. If you go into a listing, you also, if you have like related listings, for example, or you have similar listings, you need to make sure the design applies there too. So I just updated that condition to also apply to the post type of job listing. If you haven't already fallen in love with WP Codebox yet, I mean, I'm not sure what you're waiting for. Okay, what's next? Quick view. So what I did here is I removed the icon next to description and next to features. I just think it looks cleaner. And a lot of times the icons usage with MyListing websites just looks cheap. So I don't like it in every area. So I removed those two particular icons. Now, on the alternate view, the quick view, which is what we're looking at here, there's a fix they still have not implemented after I asked for it a long time ago. And it's this scroll bar right here. if you have multiple taxonomies in this area of the card, you cannot scroll it. So I fixed that. Now, if you use the default view for quick view, this will scroll, but they have not, after I don't know how long, they still have not fixed this. Okay, header. I rounded off the submenus just to give them a more modern look. So that's these right here. Just rounded those. What else? All right, back in single listings again. The cover, I covered the tick box, custom tick box color there. The profile tabs. Yep, we did that. The offers tab. Covered all of that. Oh, bookmarks. So if you bookmark, you'll see that design there. Share. This is a big one. So this is that enhanced share modal again. Okay, custom design there. Report listings, the custom design. Blocks. Tables. This is a cool one. So alternating rows. I thought that was pretty cool versus what you see here. Everything is just kind of, it's not as easy to read. So I wanted to see if what that looked like with alternating rows. And I think that looks really, really good. Okay, video, again, rounded corners here on the video. I don't know if the demo has a video or not. They do not. I don't even think they use the video field at all, but I added that, or the block. What else? Social networks in terms. Share design. Yeah, this is all custom design. These are terms blocks here. Custom design. Social networks. This is all custom design here. What else? Social networks in terms. Share design. SN. I'm not sure what that is. Okay, not sure. I have another note, but I'm not sure what that is. Something override. I don't know. Moving on, contact form. So this is cool. So if I showed you the contact page, go to the contact page. Okay, so I thought, well, let's just use the same contact page for single listings. So that's what we did. I dropped that here into the single listings, and this is where that border inspiration came from. I thought, oh, that looks really good. So I came back over to the contact page and added a border. What's next? Explore page. Let's go back over there. Multi-select fields. So what I did was, I'm not officially saying it's ready yet because I haven't even uploaded them yet, but I'm really close to having the listing types. They're 95% ready to go. I just put the finishing touches on those. But all of this has just been really, really cleaned up. Everything's working, unlike the demos. If you go to the Explore page, it's night and day. I mean, look at the difference. How more modern it looks. Okay. You'll notice that without custom CSS, these drop-down icons are not there. I don't know if they added them to this specific site, but they are not available by default. You have to add custom code to get these to go in there. So I don't know if they took my code that I recommended back in the day and they added them just to this, but they are not part of the demos that I can tell. So maybe they did some voodoo here. I don't know, but they are not. I can't see that they are part of the demos. Okay, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. There's just a lot of work went into the Explore. This stuff look the way that it does. The Explore page, the CSS package has been updated. It is available on the club website. The color scheme CSS package is updated on everything I'm mentioning right now is available on the club website. The global CSS package has been updated. The listing preview CSS package, a new CSS package is the Explore CSS package. So all the stuff you're seeing here is now available on the club website. The contact page template and CSS packages are available /updated. Another change I made was this contact form 7 code snippet or CSS package, I should say, used to be called contact, and that applied to the contact page. And it specifically just all it did was style the form. But then I realized, well, we have this form in the single listing, so we also need to style it up there too. Okay. by default, if you look at the contact form with the demos, see, I don't even know if they have them. Oh yeah. Let's see. Let's check a couple of listings here. Oh, that's right, because they have it in a completely separate tab. But look at the design of this compared to this. We've got multiple fields on the same line. We've got what else that's different? We've got the required asterisks in there rather than writing out the word required. We've got unique types of fields. It's not just a field. We've got like a select option with radio boxes. Everything is styled much nicer, in my opinion. So that's there. And that CSS package now has been renamed to Contact Form 7. And now using the WP Codebox condition builder, now it applies to the contact page and if it's a job listing, if it's a single listing. All right. And also new is the single listings CSS package. So all of the design that you see here is available from the club. Right. I think that there's always something I forget, but I think that covers all of the changes since the last video. Just poking around again real quick to see if I missed anything. So I think next, yeah, this is all looking good. We're almost done, guys. We're almost done. I think the next thing I need to work on, and this will probably be, I'm going to say this and probably jinx myself. This next video will probably be the last one, and we're going to launch this and make it available. Is styling this user menu. We'll get some icons in there, and then also get into the back end here, and we'll style up all of these tabs. We'll style all of this up, make it look good, and I think we're ready to go. I think this has been fun, but I think everything is looking really good. Okay, so a few empty pages here I'll have to think about. But yeah, I think the next video will be the final one. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go out and grab that enhanced ad listing flow add-on before the sale ends at midnight tonight. Go check out the new content sharing add-on. Go grab those deals from club/influence WP, all that good stuff. All right, catch you in the next video. See ya.